Today we are covering a story that highlights the risk of misusing the United States visa system. Three Indian origin men now face up to 10 years in prison after pleading guilty to the manipulation the H-1B visa program. So let's break down what they did, the impact that has on others, and what this could mean for the H-1B visa process moving forward. Let me give you a reminder, we have already covered this story, but this particular news has come up that they are facing the 10 years guilt. So who are these three men at the center of the case? Meet Kishore Dattapuram from Santa Clara, Kumar Aswapathi from Austin, and Santosh Giri from San Jose, all of whom recently pleaded guilty to charges of visa fraud and conspiracy in federal court. Imagine the shock in their community as these respected professionals, initially seen as helpful to those wanting the US jobs, now they face prison sentences. The investigation into their action goes back in 2019 with major agencies like Homeland Security and USCIS involved. Let's quickly recap how the H-1B visa program works and why it's competitive. So each year, the US companies can hire foreign skilled workers through this particular program, but only 85,000 H-1B visas are available. So company file petition for these workers detailing job roles and salaries. But what if these petitions are fake? And that's what exactly these men did. They exploited this high demand system by submitting petitions with fake job letters. So here's how these guys pulled it off. Dattapuram and Aswapathi owned a staffing firm called Nanosmatics, while Giri was involved through his own company, Lex Giri. Instead of having a genuine job offers, they created fake ones, sometimes even paying companies to pose as end clients. Imagine applying for a visa, thinking that you have a job lined up, only to find out that it all was a lie. This scheme gave them a major advantage in getting H-1B visas because they could place workers in real jobs whenever these positions became available, putting other companies at a disadvantage. Now, this kind of fraud does not just hurt the US government, it affects real people too. The foreign workers. Imagine arriving in the US only to discover that there's no job waiting for you. That's the situation many workers found themselves in. Secondly, genuine applicants. Fraudulent applicants clog up the system, making it even harder for those with genuine job offers to secure a visa. Thirdly, the employers. Some companies end up with workers who weren't truly vetted for the particular role, disrupting their operations. Thirdly, the US immigration system. Every case like this damaged the integrity of the program, affecting everybody who plays by the rules. Well, it's a domino effect where one person's fraudulent act can ripple across the entire system. Unfortunately, this case is just one example. Another individual, Kandi Srinivasa Reddy, is alleged to have registered over 3,000 H-1B applicants by creating multiple companies. Imagine the impact. By flooding the lottery, he pushed out other deserving candidates, and it highlights a serious flaw in this system. But yes, the good news? Well, it is that the US is making changes. In January 2024, new rules were introduced for the H-1B lottery. Now, regardless of how many companies registered a single applicant, they'll only get one slot in the lottery. It's a simple but powerful change aimed at cutting down a fraudulent practice. It's a message from USCIS that the system is lightening up and they are serious about fairness. So what's the takeaway here? Let's talk about that. Russell Stemets, the legal expert, reminds us that countries like the United States don't take these actions lightly. This isn't just a slap on the wrist. These men are facing 10 years in prison, and for those who are involved, their chances of working abroad in the future could be destroyed. It's a cautionary tale about the consequences of cutting concern. For those dreaming of working in the US, it's a reminder that shortcuts can end in disaster. The H-1B visa program opened doors for skilled workers from around the globe. But cases like these shows that the cost of abusing the system. With the new regulations in place, the US hopes to bring a fairness back to the H-1B process, protecting both the American job market and foreign workers. Now, what are your thoughts about this case? Should there be stricter penalties to prevent such frauds, or are the new rules enough to make the difference? Let us know, and always stay informed and stay vigilant.